Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, May 15th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nurture my sense of nature. And today we have Mercury beginning its pre-shadow retrograde process. So we have Mercury hitting 16 degrees Gemini. This is where Mercury will retrograde back to. So this is where we really start getting the first pass of the lessons. I mean, that's the thing with Mercury retrograde. It's 3 passes over a specific set of lessons. And there is Mercury mayhem and mischief that comes with it. In fact, if you've ever seen that guy, I forget, for the insurance company, that's like mayhem, that is definitely Mercury mischief energy. So Mercury mischief may start spiking up, although Mercury in Gemini is already kind of mischievous. This may mean issues with communication, issues with technology, lots of hiccups around that, being misunderstood, misunderstanding. For me, when we go through Mercury retrogrades, it becomes so hard to bring in the words. I can have the feeling, but to have the words that connect with the feeling can be a challenge. So you may notice me stumbling over my words a little bit more. It's all part of the process, but what are these greater lessons with Mercury moving through Gemini? And to me, one of the greater lessons is kind of like noticing what you are taking in. Like, we are like antenna beings. We're always taking in everything that's going on around us, whether we are conscious of it or not. So we're taking in the music around us. We're taking in the words around us. We're taking in the information that's around us. I swear we osmose. We practice osmosis more than we even realize. So really tuning into what are you taking in, and then what becomes true or authority from what you're taking in. Really being willing to look at that. And that goes hand in hand with Jupiter working its way into Pisces to like kind of check and recheck that energy. So tuning into that will be really good as Mercury practices this pre-retrograde energy. Besides this, we have the moon in Cancer, and we definitely have some strong Cancer energy moving us today. Now, I think one of the biggest things we have today is Mars in conjunct Saturn. And so this is really interesting. Mars is in Cancer, meaning we want to take action in regards to nurturing ourselves. However, that Saturn energy is where we may feel a pull of the shoulds. Like, oh, this is what I should be doing. And so your work is to tune into not the should, not the shoulding pudding is what I just heard in my head. Don't tune into the shoulding pudding, but rather tune into the higher level of purpose that is a higher calling than the should. And how can you, taking action, nurturing yourself, support yourself beyond the shoulding pudding and into that higher purpose energy. Hold on. Jojo? Mm-hmm. I think Sherry Lynn might be outside.
What?
Sherry Lynn might be outside. Sorry. Neighbor and landlord stuff. Anyway, so we want to get beyond the shoulding pudding is basically the lesson there. All right. Moon and Mars are also going to be coming together. This is later in the evening. Here's my feeling around this. If you have not nurtured yourself, if you have not taken action in regards to those physical, emotional needs, you may have a little temper tantrum energy come up, whether it's in your sleep, because it is a little bit later in the evening, or just, as you're getting ready to sleep, the stress wave come up. So if you find yourself going there, how can you take action, nurturing yourself? Remember, we're nature. This is what we're focusing on with Taurus. We need to water ourselves and give ourselves plant food and make sure we get the sunshine and make sure we get the rain and good air and all of that. What does that mean? Like, you're just a houseplant with feelings. So really make sure that you're tending to yourself in that way. We also have the moon connecting to Uranus. So we may have a few triggers coming up. Again, that feels actually more closely related to this Gemini energy. So watch your thinking. Watch your thinking. watch the stinking thinking and the shoulding pudding. And I'm done. I just realized I totally forgot to pull cards. So let's pull some cards for Saturday. It's so funny that I forgot. I'm in my new space. I'm in the process of setting it up, but very excited. Okay. Let's see. All right. Ooh, these are very interesting, right next to each other. So we've got that thunderbolt, or we've got that flowering. My guess is the flowering was what happens if you're nurturing yourself, and if you're avoiding that thunderbolt energy is going to be coming up. We're working towards something new. We have the Fool card, but in reverse. So hopefully, again, this lovely flowering energy of nurturing can lead to something really good, a really good path incoming. But this thunderbolt energy, actually the thunderbolt energy may be clearing something out too, you know? So if you find yourself triggered and feeling like emotional, where is your ego holding on to something that's being called to let go of? Here it is, the Miser card right here, the Miser card, and even this Isolation card, which is in reverse, but the Miser is like, what do you need to let go of that's not nurturing yourself, that's not tending to your flowering in this energy, whether it's words or a vibration or a person or shoulding pudding. I keep coming back to the shoulding pudding. And finding that Isolation card, I'm feeling that too. Oof, hard to see right there. Those tears, maybe some emotional processing, but the fact that it's Isolation in reverse, don't let yourself go through it alone. Connect. Let the connection with somebody else help nurture you through the process. So I'm letting this go here now. You can book a reading with me. I still have a few spaces open for eclipse readings, probably 2. So if you would like to get in on an eclipse reading, email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, you can book a regular reading. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.